out Sunday, so it's time for some picks. Are we ready to reveal our Final Fours?
Come on, Trav, let's go. Who's in it?
Right now. No, don't even look. Don't even look. No research.
Don't look. All right.
Top 4 teams. Off the dome.
Haven't watched or heard a single thing about college basketball this year.
This is so much better than any other way to do this. This is so great. Where are you going?
I'm going to go with obvious, well-known teams that everybody knows are going to be within those top 4. Man, some of these guys that I used to be able to go to, they're not there anymore. I'm going to go Michigan State. I always like Coach Izzo. I'm going to go Michigan State.
Pretty sure they're in it. They should be in it. Okay.
I am wearing green, though. That might have played a factor into it. I will go.
That is a Michigan State green, too.
I'm going to go Duke. I know they lost Cooper Flag last year, but I mean, they're kind of always good. I'll go Duke.
The Boozer twins.
As much as I hate
Boozer brothers.
I like the Houston coach. I like they usually play hard. Have no idea if they're any good this year, but I'm going to go Houston.
Okay. They're in it.
I'm going strictly with like coaches that I know are dogs.
All right.
And I'm trying to think of like one other. That's the only reason I went Izzo and the guy from Breaking Bad down there in Houston.
You're missing one other conference, one other top tier conference.
I'm not going by conferences. I'm going by coaches.
No, I'm just letting you know where you're at right now.
Rick Pitino is who I want to go with.
Yes.
I don't even know the name of the school that he's at, but I know that they play fucking hard. So I'm in. That's my Final 4.
That was fun.
The only issue with your Final 4 is that Michigan State and Duke, I believe, meet in the Elite 8.
Okay, so I need somebody else in a different side of the bracket.
Yeah.
What are my rankings of the teams that I just picked?
You got Duke's a 1, Michigan State's a 3, Houston's a 2, and St. John's. I'm trying to find St. John's. Sorry.
St. John's is also in the East, so 3 of your picks are in the same region.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's St. John's. Yeah. They're a 5.
Minor detail. They're a 5.
Yeah, Duke and
St. John's a 5.
Yeah, they played in the Sweet 16.
Fuck it. I'm gonna put Duke. Well, I got to see the bracket, guys. I haven't looked at this. This is our bracket. This is going very smoothly. They're a 5, so that means they're in the south side of the bracket.
Yeah.
No.
And what's Michigan State? Michigan State's a 2?
Michigan State's a 3. I pulled it up.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So you need somebody out of the West and the Midwest.
What? No, he needs an East, South, West, and Midway. He needs...
No, he's got Houston.
Oh, no, all right, yeah. All right, he's got Houston. My bad.
We're tracking. All right. Who are you feeling out of the West?
Okay, Arizona, Villanova. I mean,
come on, throw a dart.
I know. I'm
Texas
looking
is right there, brother.
I'm not picking Texas.
Come on. I'd pick Cincinnati
scrolling.
for you, but that's all right.
I can't say Purdue. I mean, I love the fact that they're a 2 seed.
Every year though, right?
Yeah.
It's every year.
All right.
I know.
Let's go up. I'm tempted to go with the 5s. I just always love picking Wisconsin in the brackets. I don't know why. I'm going to go Arizona. Yeah. Nobody else is really standing out. I'm going Arizona.
Put Arizona in that Final 4.
By the way, I've watched none of these teams play. All right, keep
never
going
stopped
down.
anybody from winning their bracket challenge.
High Point back in it, baby. Let's go High Point.
Okay, now we need somebody out of the Midwest.
What's up?
Have her pick.
What's up? Do you want to pick a team? Huh? You want to pick a bracket for Dad?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Who do you think would win in a fight? This is how Dad usually does it. All right. Do you think
we're doing real sound
a Wolverine or I don't even know what Howard's mascot is. What's Howard's mascot?
Is it a Blue Devil? What is it?
Bison.
A bison or a Wolverine would win in a fight? Bison. Okay, we'll
Bisons
pick Howard.
Are bigger.
It's going to be a loser, but we're going to pick it. It's a good choice, girly. All righty. Do we think a bulldog or a man of the cloth would win in a fight? Yeah, you're right. Bulldog. Good. We'll go Georgia. All righty. Do we think that a cowboy or a bunny would win in a fight? What?
I need to tell you something.
What do you need to tell me?
Akron's kangaroos, right?
The Ruse.
Okay.
But she needs you right now.
She needs help immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that I can do that.
Let's just throw a dart at the board here.
All right. I have to go assist. We're having some issues here.
Sure.
I know. I'm coming.
You want to say Iowa State?
Uh,
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
At this point, yeah.
We can finish this later. We're not going anywhere.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Okay. We're going to take a small intermission. We're going to put an ad right here.
All righty. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Reese's.
Reese's has put a whole new spin on March Madness this year. Bracket busted? They aren't just happening. They're happening for a Reese's.
Nice. Finding out your bracket is busted after round one could actually score you some free Reese's. How about that? It's not all terrible, or it even a chance to enjoy those Reese's at the men's or women's Final Four and championship games.
Wait, what? Is it too late to tank my bracket completely and just get as many fucking free Reese's as I could possibly take? We're always waiting for our brackets to go sideways, but now it feels like a win because it could score us more Reese's.
Instead of wondering why me, it's like, why not for a Reese's?
Turn your busted bracket in for a shot at Reese's and more. Post your busted bracket, follow and tag at Reese's, Reeses, on Instagram, X, or TikTok, and use hashtag for a Reese's sweeps.
And you'll have a chance to score free Reese's and a shot to enjoy those Reese's at a men's or women's Final Four and championship games. Wow.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older. Giveaway ends March 27th, 2026. See the link in the episode description for official rules.
Not going to lie, eating a Reese's at a Final Four game sounds, I don't know if there's anything that sounds better than that. Sounds fucking awesome. All right, so far I've picked 3 teams in one side of the bracket, unfortunately, so I have to pick. So I have Houston, though. We've reassessed. Now it's Houston, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I have. Let's go down.
Duke or Michigan State?
No.
Okay.
I want Houston, right?
They're in the South.
Oh, so Houston was already in its own.
Houston's good. Houston was your correct Final Four pick. Yeah.
Duke or Michigan State. I know I should pick Duke, but I never pick Duke. Because I kind of like
Feels wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I like Coach K and everything that they've done, but I know
Pick against him.
it's a little bit too much. Like it's just a little too preppy.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty.
You have
Arizona for sure. Knowing nothing for sure.
knowing nothing. Arizona for sure.
And then
One more out of the Midwest. Some landmines in this one, though.
I should not have gotten rid of Michigan right from the get-go. Wyatt really fucked me there by picking Howard over Michigan.
Blame the child. I like it, though. I like it. It's aggressive.
Yeah. All right,
to win.
By the way, what is the mascot for Akron? It's a zip. I know that, but is that a bunny?
It's a kangaroo.
Kangaroo. That's what it was. Fuck. Knew it was something that hopped.
All right.
All right. Keep going down. I guess I'll go Iowa State.
Yeah.
Nice toughness there in the middle of the country.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Here we go.
All right. There's my Final Four.
Perfect. Travis, what you got?
Oh, I guess I'll go Duke, Arizona, Alabama. That was the SEC team that I liked. I liked Alabama.
There's the one sneaking through. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm going. Gosh, I mean, it's just gonna be Florida. Illinois. I'll go Illinois. I'll go Illinois sneaking through. Make it interesting.
Well, there you have it. There's our Final Fours. Trev, should there be a punishment for the New Heights member that finishes last?
Last?
And by New Heights member, anybody in the staff. I kind of like this.
God damn.
Punishment
what would it
for
be?
last place.
What do you like?
If we are doing this, I'm definitely not picking Howard to beat Michigan. I'm just going to put that. I like this idea. What is a sufficient last place bet? Hot sauce?
All right, I could do hot sauce.
Mag Dog 357, like platinum or something like that, is like 6 million Scoville units. You just take like a toothpick of that and dip it on your tongue. It'll get you.
Yeah, well, I once did the Pocky One Chip Challenge. That wasn't fun. I would say, yeah, whoever comes in dead last has to eat a whole wing dipped in that hot sauce.
I don't know that we want to go there. I was just going to do a toothpick on the tongue. You want a whole wing like I don't do that's.
I don't want to do it. No, but that's what happens when you come in last.
I mean, are we all game for this? I also own a hot sauce company called Hank Sauce. So I don't know I should be promoting another
Let's do
rival
Hank
hot sauce
then.
company.
Yeah,
It's
fine.
not-
Let's do Hank
it's-
sauce then.
Well, but that's going to be enjoyable. It's not a punishment. You need to have something that punishes you. It needs to be too hot. Like that's not what Hank Sauce is. That's what Mad Dog 357 will freaking. I mean, it's designed to basically you put a drop of that in chili, and it's going to like explode it.
Well, I'm not eating chili, so yeah. All right. I mean, yeah, you can make the bet then.
Does anybody want to weigh in on this? Is this a sufficient?
I mean, we have a lot of commenters. I think probably can come up with really fucked up stuff for somebody. I think we toss it over there.
Okay, we leave it up to. Okay, fair enough. We look forward to seeing what all of you 92%ers come up with as the loser's punishment.
Yeah.
All righty. We're going to send out the link to the men's and women's brackets one more time before they close on Thursday and Friday, obviously, because that's when the games start playing. Again, shout out to our friends at Reese's.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, Reese's. Sorry, Reese's.
Let's get to our conversation with Ryan Gosling.
Our guest today is a 6'1" actor from London, Ontario, Canada. He's a 3-time Academy Award nominee,
I've never been height checked.
a Golden Globe winner, a 4-time host of Saturday Night Live. You know him from the iconic roles of Remember the Titans, The Notebook, Lou Valentine, Drive, The Nice Guys, Crazy Stupid Love, La La Land, Blade Runner, Barbie, and now Project Hail Mary. 92%ers, he's more than just Ken. Please welcome Mr. Ryan Gosling. There we go. There we go.
Oh my God, he said 6'1". That was amazing.
Hey, we do our research here. We do our research here.
You had to call out Remember the Titans too, man. Don't never forget that I'm a liability
White corner.
at the corner. I'm a liability.
That role, that in particular scene in the movie is the thing that I see called out the most. How much do you get that constantly?
It doesn't matter what I accomplish in my life. There'll be someone in the comment section that says, never forget he's an absolute liability at the corner. It doesn't matter what I do.
It's crazy.
One of the greatest actors of our generation. 3-time Academy Award winner.
He's a liability
by the
at
way,
the corner.
can't
Who
play
cares?
corner though.
Get Petey in there.
Get Petey in there ASAP.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what you're not a liability in. This new movie, I'm not like, listen, we do a lot of these. I don't know how the fuck we're getting
That's
guys
crazy.
like you to come on our show. This movie is fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
Like
Thanks, man.
it is so great. You kill it. You're this somehow like unbelievable biologist, but also this down to earth, very relatable person who's hilarious, heartfelt. I mean, it tugs on so many of the right chords, especially with everything happening in this fucking world right now. But you, Rocky, the whole thing, man, it's so good. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
How are we feeling about it compared to everything that you've already done? Yeah.
You know, I feel like, really lucky to have made this movie because, you know, it came at a time like Andy, first of all, like, you're right. It is a great story and these are great characters. And I've removed myself from that because the reality is it was an incredible book before it was a film. Right. And Andy Weir, you know, wrote this book that has become considered one of the best science fiction books of all time. Some people, you know, many people say it's like one of the best books they've ever read. So we were already hitting the ground running, you know. I mean, it's not often. I've never been a part of a film where I kind of knew people were going to like it because this book had already been stress tested, right? Like we already knew these are great characters. We already knew this was a great story. I mean, there's a pressure to that for sure.
I was about to say, man, there's great books all the time that people fuck up in movies, unfortunately.
Well, because they change them. Because they
That's a good
change
point.
them, right? I produced this film and I just knew that the best thing I could do as a producer was just stay close to the material, have Andy on set as much as possible, run everything by him. He has such a cool perspective, certainly in science fiction, but I think just in general right now, because he believes in people. He believes in like what we're capable of. He believes that we're capable of great things. And it's not like unearned optimism. It's not just optimism for the sake of it. You know, he reminds you in his work that like all the great innovations in human history started as impossible ideas, and human beings made them possible, you know, and that we make the impossible possible all the time. It's kind of like our thing. And that's such a unique thing to celebrate, you know, oddly enough, right? It's like we're so inundated with like apocalyptic scenarios that it feels like they're inevitable, that it's so bleak, the future. And then he like writes this book that says, no, maybe the future isn't something to be afraid of. Maybe it's just something to figure out. And being a dad, you know, having 2 young kids, and I feel like everything is just designed to scare them. I was so grateful just as a father to get to make a story for my kids, maybe not to be too lofty, but like for their generation, that kind of reminds you of what we're capable of as human beings. It doesn't pretend that there's not going to be problems, but that we can solve them, you know? And anyway, he's a unique writer in that way. I think that's why people love this book so much. And yeah, so to get to spend the last almost 6 years now being around that and thinking that way and surrounding myself with people like that has been a real, just, I don't know how to say it, just a gift, you know?
That's awesome,
man. I love everything you just said. I really do. And it comes through in the film. It really does. The optimism and the resilience and the persistence to figure things out, and this endless, I don't know, man, it's so well done. You know, a movie's good when like you're experiencing every emotion while you're watching it, right? Like you're laughing, you're crying, you're the height of happy, the lowest of like, man, this sucks. Like that's when you're really involved in it.
Yeah. You even in this, I think, do the laugh cry, which is really hard to get. You know, like you're laughing, you're crying, you're laughing, and then you go like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to laugh and cry because I'll just get them both out at once. But these directors are really, they're so unique in that regard. Like, I don't know if you've seen their other films, but they did like 21 Jump Street and the Lego film and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and the Spider-Verse. It's like everything is so much better than it should be. They have this unique ability to kind of sneak up on you and make you feel all the things, and they're so funny. So for me, it was like, it had to be them, you know, and this is just such a perfect marriage of material and directors, you know, like they are just, it just had to be them.
When you were reading the book, did you see it as more like there was some comedy in it? I don't know. I can't imagine the book having this much like fun that it seems like you were having throughout the movie, though.
Yeah, Andy Weir does write. He understands that, like, well, first of all, he's like a former engineer. He is as brilliant as this character.
Oh, wow.
And so the science is very important to him, that it be accurate. Even like, it's funny, he said, I knew I was different when I was watching Titanic. And when Jack is dying, I looked up at the constellations above them in the water, and I said, those aren't the constellations that would be there.
No, that's different. That's different.
You know, he was like, that bothered me, and I knew no one else was thinking that. I thought, I'm different. So he like, it's so dense, the science, it's so scientifically grounded that he understands that it has to be funny. Otherwise, you know, it's just not going to work. You know, no one's going to be able to stick with it. So he did create a lot of humor throughout it. And then we just got a lot of funny people on board. You know, Chris and Phil are so, you know, they're just, everybody was funny. And so everyone added their funny. And so it became, I think, funnier, but it was already there, I think, in the DNA.
That's awesome, man.
That makes sense.
You got to help me figure out some of this magic that was shot. So the whole time you're talking to Rocky, we're not giving away too much by saying Rocky, right?
No, we should talk. It's funny. It's like when we first came out with it, people didn't want us to talk about Rocky, but it's like pretending ET's about a kid whose parents got divorced. You know, it's about an alien. We gotta talk about it. So please feel free.
All right, cool. So during these scenes, are you having a conversation with yourself the whole time? Like, what's the difficulty in not really being in a scene with somebody else?
So this was what I think is the magic of the movie, is that he was there. We went puppet.
Oh,
we didn't go CGI. Okay. We
nice.
went full puppet.
Well, he's in the room with you.
He's there.
Yeah. All right.
And not only is he there, He's got 5 puppeteers, each operating one of his arms. They're dressed like
it.
they're dressed like ninjas. Guys, they're dressed like ninjas. They're all black, just their eyes. Like, that's not distracting at all. You know, his name's Rocky. They call themselves the Rocketeers. He rolls in with an entourage. It's like,
that is so good.
But James Ortiz is basically the lead puppeteer. And it would have been so much easier had we gone CGI, you know, but there would be no magic, right? Because he's there in the room. I can talk to him. He's moving around. We can improvise. We can take the scene in different directions. It's real. I mean, there were times that I felt like I had like an alien friend, you know, because it was so like the artistry in which they do what they do made it so real. So I think you feel it. You know, I think in the movie, it's like it is a relationship. It's not like what you're used to seeing because everything is so like effects driven now.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Sure.
I mean, it makes you feel like Rocky's all of our friends in a sense. It just blows my mind.
How does it feel to be a supporting actor in Rocky's film? I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. Rocky stole the show.
To a faceless Rock. You know what's funny is that he's real. Like he's been like they've been having him come to some of these junkets.
Yeah.
So they'll tell me like, oh, Rocky's here in the hotel. He was at the presidential suite at one of these hotels we stayed at recently with 24-hour security. I'm like,
he's living like a king.
This dude's changed, man. This dude has changed. He doesn't text. He's not like, I'm in town. What's up? Nothing.
Dude, I was sitting on the couch watching this, and my kids are watching like something else on Disney or whatever. And they're like, what are you watching, Dad? I'm like, watch this movie. And like, oh, can we watch it? Like, I don't. And all of a sudden Rocky comes in and they are like glued from that moment. And I'm like, dude, this is how you know this is a good, like if you're distracting from a cartoon over here that's like pixelated and
There are moments in sport when an idea sounds so wildly ambitious, so almost laughably out of reach, that your first instinct isn't to analyze it, it's to laugh. And I'll admit, when I first heard this exchange between Jason and Travis Kelce, I did exactly that. Because when one brother casually throws Oscar into a conversation about a podcast, you don't lean forward, you lean back and think, right, here we go. But the longer you sit with it, the more you realize this might not be madness at all. Now, if you've spent as many years around sport as I have, watching dugouts, listening to locker room chatter, reading between the lines, you start to recognize the difference between a throwaway dream and a quiet declaration. And what struck me about Travis in that moment wasn't the ambition itself, but the calm certainty behind it. When Jason, ever the grounded one, half laughed and reminded him that Oscars are for films, not podcasts, Travis didn't flinch. He didn't backtrack. He simply said, then we'll make a movie. And I'll tell you now, that's not a joke. That's a mindset. Here on the Kelce Report, we don't just look at what's happening. We look at what it means. And this feels like the early innings of something bigger than either of them might fully grasp yet. Because New Heights was never supposed to be this. It started, like so many good things in sport, as a side conversation. Two brothers, a bit of banter, some behind-the-scenes stories, nothing revolutionary. But then, week by week, it grew. The audience came, stayed, and then multiplied. And suddenly, what felt casual started to carry weight. And that's where Travis's thinking shifts the entire conversation. He's no longer talking about episodes. He's talking about a world, a brand, a narrative that extends beyond microphones and headphones. And I'll be honest, part of me, the old-school observer who still believes some things should stay in the clubhouse, initially resisted that idea. But then I caught myself, because sport has always been storytelling. We just used to tell it differently. Jason's reaction, though, is what grounds this whole thing. You can almost see him, can't you? Leaning back, shaking his head, that half smile of disbelief. He's the voice of reason in the room, the one asking the questions we're all thinking. From podcast to Oscar, that's a leap. And he's right, it is. It's the kind of leap that usually ends in a hard landing. But And this is where it gets interesting. Travis isn't leaping blindly, he's building a runway. Because when he starts talking about documentaries, about behind-the-scenes access, about family and rivalry and everything that happens when the cameras are supposed to be off, well, now you've got something. That's not just content, that's cinema waiting to happen. And I'll say that as someone who spent decades watching athletes try, and often fail, to translate their stories beyond the field. Most of them miss the point. Travis might actually understand it. There's a moment in the conversation where Jason goes quiet, not dismissive, not skeptical, just thinking. And if you've ever watched a veteran player process a big play, you'll recognize that silence. It's the moment before perspective shifts. And when he finally nods, just slightly, you realize something has changed. He's no longer laughing at the idea, he's considering it. Let's say we make a documentary, Jason says, and just like that, the conversation moves from fantasy to framework. Now we're not talking about an Oscar, we're talking about a first step. And that, in my experience, is where real projects are born, not in the grand declarations, but in the quiet what-ifs that follow. And here's where I'll bring you in, because this is exactly why the Kelce Report exists, not just to tell you what happened, but to walk through these moments with you, to feel that shift from doubt to possibility. If you're enjoying that perspective, go on, like the video, share it with someone who still believes sport is more than just scores, and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, because I've got a feeling this story is just getting started. What fascinates me most, though, is the timing. We're in an era where athletes aren't just participants, they're producers, storytellers, architects of their own narrative, and yet very few manage to bridge that gap authentically. It's one thing to have access, it's another to know what to do with it. Travis is betting that their story, the Kelce story, is compelling enough to carry that weight. Brotherhood, competition, vulnerability. He's not wrong. Those are the ingredients of something powerful. But let's not get carried away just yet, because for every ambitious vision, there's a reality check waiting around the corner. Execution matters. Tone matters. Authenticity matters more than anything. If this becomes polished to the point of losing its soul, it won't work. And I suspect Jason knows that. His hesitation isn't doubt, it's protection. Protection of what made this whole thing resonate in the first place. Still, you can feel the momentum building, can't you? Like a team quietly putting together a winning streak when no one's quite paying attention. There's something here, something that, if handled correctly, could genuinely cross that boundary from sport into something far more lasting. And maybe that's the real story, not whether they win an Oscar, but whether they manage to tell a story that feels true. Because in the end, that's what stays with people. Not the awards, not the headlines, the story. And if Travis Kelce is right, if they really are building something bigger than a podcast, then we might just be witnessing the opening chapter of a journey that none of us saw coming, except, perhaps, the one man who refused to laugh it off.